All right, so we are going to be verse mapping Revelation 13, verses 14 and 15. And boy, this one is a chunk. I have got most of it verse mapped out for you. If you have never done verse mapping before, then you might want to watch one of my other videos. I'll put a link below and learn how we're doing this. So the verses that we're dealing with are, "And deceiveth them that dwell on the earth by the means of those miracles which he had power to do in the sight of the beast, saying to them that dwell on the earth, that they should make an image to the beast, which had the wound by a sword and did live. And he had power to give life unto the image of the beast, that the image of the beast should both speak, and cause that as many as would not worship the image of the beast should be killed." So we are going to jump into this here, show you how I've got this laid out. All right, so to get your context, first off, who are we talking about? All right, and who deceiveth them that dwell on the earth? He, which comes, we got to go back to verses 11 through 13 in Revelation chapter 13 to find out that this is the beast from the earth. He's the second beast. He causes them to worship the first beast. He does wonders, and his name is blasphemy. All right, anything of blasphemy is simply anti-Christ, anti-God. All right, so, and he, this is who we're talking about, the beast. Okay? All right, and he deceiveth. Deceiveth means to cause to wander, lead astray, deviate from the correct path, lead into error. So the beast is causing people to go astray off of the correct path and leading them into error. All right, them that dwell on the earth. This next phrase that's in blue here, them that dwell on the earth. I'm going to direct you to another verse map that is already done for Revelations 13 and 8. And we discover in that verse map that there are two different kinds of people talked about in Revelation. There are them that dwell on the earth, and there are those that have their names written in the book of life. So these are two separate groups of people that it is always referring to. So the beast, he is deceiving and leading astray those that dwell on the earth. All right, those that are not written in the book of life. All right, by the means of, how is he doing this? Because of and through, across to the other side, where we get the word diameter. Across to the other side. So is he taking them, leading them off of the correct path all the way over to the other side? Those is not actually in the Greek. It's just added for clarity. So we don't do that word. And how is he deceiving them? By the miracles. Miracles are a sign, a token, a mark given to authenticate the giver. It exalts the one giving it. So who's giving it here? It's the beast. Back to our context. The beast is giving these signs to authenticate himself and to exalt himself. So we've got these miracles and signs to exalt the beast. And he has power. All right? Furnished, granted, given, supplied. You can find all of these definitions in your Bible Hub dictionary. He had power. We're going to go on to the next word, to do. And this word, keep in your mind. 4160 poeo. Make, construct, cause, do, act, and perform. So the beast is performing these signs and miracles to exalt himself. All right. In the sight of just means before, in the presence of, by the power and authority of the beast. Remember, it's referring back to that first beast. The beast word there literally means like a wild, venomous beast. It's from the word thera, which means to hunt, trap, or capture. So this deceiver, as we learned in the first word, is saying which just means, that word is pretty easy. Speak, moving to closure, lay to rest, commanding. In Hebrew concepts, that is your thoughts and your internal speech. So he is, through your mind speaking, and he is saying to them that dwell on the earth. Remember that phrase from up here? Them that dwell on the earth. He's saying to them that dwell on the earth. These are the opposite of the people whose names are written in the book of life. Refer back to that Revelation 13 and 8 verse map video. So don't forget that part. Them that dwell on the earth are those whose names are not written in the book of life of the Lamb slain, right? Okay. And he's saying to them that they, who? Who is they? Those that dwell on the earth, right? And he's saying to them that they should make an image. But when you look at these words, make, remember I told you to remember that, 4160 poeo, make, construct, do, act, perform. He's saying that they should perform an image. An image is a statue, a representation, or a replication, and they should perform that image to the beast. If we need any clarification, this is the beast which had the wound by a sword and did live. That is a completely different topic of verse mapping. There is to find this beast that had the wound by a sword and did live. You can see the definitions of those particular words there, but we'll come back to that in a different verse map. Okay, now let's put this all back together so that we have a very in-depth understanding of these two verses. All right, we're just going to read, and then I have supplemented in the extra meanings that we came up with from Bible Hub. And he, the beast from the earth, facilitates the worship of the first beast. His name is blasphemy. He deceives, leads astray from the correct path and into error them that dwell on the earth, those not written in the book of life, by the means of, across to the other side, by miracles, signs, and marks that authenticate and exalt himself, granted, given, and supplied to make, do, cause, act, or perform in the sight or presence of, and by the authority of the wild venomous beast that hunts, traps, and captures. He is saying, speaking by thoughts and internal speech to them that dwell on the earth, that they should make an image. They should make an image to the beast, which had the wound by a sword and did live. Just a couple of things that really stood out to me, and you may have gotten something completely different if you verse mapped this. I would love to hear your thoughts and what you came up with. But a couple of things is this beast, obviously, whose name is blasphemy. This is the Antichrist. He exalts himself and he performs by the authority of the beast, the Antichrist. And he is speaking thoughts and internal speech to them that dwell on the earth, not those whose names are written in the book of life. He is talking to them that dwell on the earth, in quotes, the different people, that they should make an image to the beast. I guess I always read that there was going to be an image of the beast, right? But this says they should make an image to the beast. So all I can think of when I read this is these stars and Hollywood actors and actresses and news people and politicians that are daily making an image to the beast. And they are performing. Remember that word, perform, right there? Same word right here. They should make an image. That could also say they should perform an image. So they're doing these performances every day, all day, in order to worship the beast And every time they do that, they're authenticating him and helping him to exalt himself. I, for one, was thrilled to discover this difference between them that dwell on the earth and those that are not written in the book of life. Like I said, that is from Revelation 13 and 8, and there's a different verse map video for that verse that I will link in the description below. That's a separate group of people, and that I'm not them that dwell on the earth. I'm over here. I'm one of these written in the book of life. So that means that he is not deceiving me or leading me astray from the correct path, and he is not speaking thoughts and internal speech to me, and he is not going to coerce me into performing an image to him. So if you're like me and you're looking around at the things that are going on in the world, and the Super Bowl shows and the commercials and the things that are being taught in school and pushed in the media, and you're scratching your head thinking, what is going on? Like, am I the only person that is not okay with this? And that am I the only person that can see what is happening? Well, no, you're not. It's just that the beast is ruling the earth. And he has full reign, I think, right now. And everything that you're seeing is him, the beast, performing his works and causing them that dwell on the earth to perform to him. So, there is this idea that there is going to be an AI God, an artificial intelligence God, like a robot that is going to force everyone to worship him. And he's going to control your thoughts, and that's a possibility as well. But if you start to look at these actors and actresses and politicians and news people, this is just an example of how many of them have a picture of themselves with the covering one eye, the all-seeing eye, the Illuminati. And here you have Madonna, of course, with the Baphomet symbolism on her head. And there are tons of these. You can go look them up. Baphomet, Baal, they're all the same. It's all Antichrist symbolism. More of the all-seeing eye. I just put some of these on there for you. The Olympic Games, the Super Bowls, they're all full of it. You can just start looking for it, and it will jump out at you. So they're all creating these images. This was the Gothard tunnel ceremony. If you didn't see that, it's the creepiest thing you've ever seen in your life. Like, I don't know what they're doing. And all of these things, if you're a Christian, they're just like, something is not right here. Here's Katy Perry, a woman riding the beast. I mean, it's just flat out put in our faces every day that they are following the beast. I am sure that they are required in some way to perform these images in order to be put up in the limelight. And all the news spouts is women aren't respected and taken care of, but you look at this stuff and there's nothing about the things that are being promoted in the media that protect or respect women. Anyway, I'll get off my soapbox, but this was the latest sign of debauchery from the Grammys. But I just really started considering a while back that this is the image that John saw. He saw the image of the beast. Thank you so much for joining me for this verse map, and I hope you enjoyed it and were blessed by it. Please like, share, and subscribe Berean Bible Journeys. YouTube does not put Christian type things in the search engine, so if you do not share it, it will not be seen. Please comment below what your thoughts are on this, and have a blessed day. Bye.